We've got the first rates coming up, and we'll be off to the races with the stocks, which will be reacting to earnings and otherwise. What do we have? Opening bell. The Nifty starts about 1.25% higher. We are up at 24,270. The Sensex is at about 79,485. And the Nifty Bank is starting about 1% in the green. Nifty Bank, of course, has been the problem child. Mid-cap index is up nearly 2%, 56,530. And I think, the IT index up on your screen as well. Look at the market breadth, advanced decline out of the gates. Very strong, but also very early. IT index is up 1.7%. So this is a strong start, something similar to what we had yesterday. And then, of course, there was a bit of fading which happened, tapering off which happened. But 280 points on the Nifty, 24,273, all about stocks. So let's get to it.
Okay, so in terms of the stock action, just want to start with some of the movers and shakers on the earnings side, actually, to see if Lupin is popping. Lupin is actually up about 3%. That's a very, very strong number. PI Industries is the other one that's having a good reaction to results. But more on results in just a bit. On the large cap screen itself, what's leading this charge? Infosys right on top. M&M, which has had a serious drubbing in the last couple of days, lots of profit taking. That stock is recovering, 2.5% up. You have some names from the PSU pack, ONGC, Coal India that are starting the day positive. There's also Wipro and Tech Mahindra along with LTI Mindtree. So IT is a very clear, strong space. HCL Tech as well. This is a trend that's continuing from yesterday. The rush to mega cap IT in India, by India standards, mega cap. Okay, what else? Maruti Suzuki from the auto pack is looking quite decent. Shriram Finance is up and about. By the way, in auto, so count that as a second trend because M&M, Maruti, along with the Hero Moto, so a lot of the auto stocks are also bouncing back. Let's see what's on the other end of the spectrum. Actually, nothing. All stocks are in positive territory for what it's worth, even your banks. So the likes of Kotak Mahindra Bank on the positive side, HDFC Bank is contributing 1% higher, ICICI Bank is 1% up, as is State Bank of India. So banks are contributing, Reliance is contributing, auto is recovering, and IT continues to charge ahead.
Well, that's right. Well, just keep an eye out on TVS Motor. That's the big mover in today's trading session. It's up close to around 5%. I think the numbers came in yesterday, so that one, in fact, is up for you on the screen. Keep an eye out on NMDC at the bottom of your screen. You have those flashes. We understand that they've gone ahead and they've cut prices yet again by around 500 to 600 rupees on both lumps as well as fines. So NMDC is a stock that currently is holding in the green, but this follows a 500 rupee price cut just a month or so ago. So that's another stock that you should be keeping on your radar. What else is doing well? Oil India. That stock is up close to around 4%. So that one's blazing away. PI Industries, as well mentioned, it's reacting to numbers, so good going out there. Bata is a little bit subdued in today's trading session. A few more notable movers from the broader markets. MTNL is down 2%, one of the top volume movers. I think around 10 sessions ago, the stock was at around 95 rupees. So that's the fear with some of these companies, right? They move up on various expectations and that doesn't play out. The stock is down from 95 to around 65 rupees in a matter of 10-12 sessions also. Big downtick is what we're seeing on that one. VIP Industries, the numbers are quite disappointing. That stock as well is under some pressure. Suzlon has done some inorganic growth. The street likes that, and we'll get the management in just a bit. So good move out there. JTL Industries, yesterday it ended strong. Today as well, the stock had opened up in the green. Nuvama has come out with an initiating note with a target price of around 300 rupees. So it's up 3% getting into today's session. And today it's building on another 5% odd. Solid start, guys. Let's hope we end somewhere close to these levels.
Okay, so that's the market for the time being. The market breadth is also, very solid, at least for the time being. 1,900 stocks up, 145 stocks on the way down. Mid-cap index up about 1.5%.
I think typically what happens is after you have these broad corrections, when everything else gets ignored, 2 days, 3 days later, market starts to pick out individual stories which were ignored. And this is the earnings season as well, right? So I think over today and tomorrow, you'll have this stuff playing out as markets settle, as some of the broader macro-driven concerns settle down. You will have individual stocks which have been sold, which did not deserve to get sold. They a little more discerning in that sense. So we got the top volume-led gainer, by the way, is Zomato, right? I mean, Zomato is up 3.5%. At this stage. Remember that the earnings reaction high was 278 on Zomato. And then, of course, over the next couple of days, the low was 247. Stocks at about 260 right now. So it's coming back up. Numbers, of course, were solid. Lupin is up, is the second biggest gainer. We were talking about the 20% EBITDA beat, 3.5% higher, 1975, second biggest volume-led gainer. Infi is up 2.5%. That's the reason why you got the IT index and the strength there. We were talking about Suzlon with Deven earlier, 4% on Suzlon. So stocks at about 69, that acquisition coming through. PFC is up about 2.25%, and PFC and REC did well, then sold off, and they're back up again, but lots of interest in this space. Cochin Shipyard is down 4%, and that's coming up as a large volume-led mover as well at this point in time. CAMS also reported numbers. CAMS is up 4%. KPR Mills, I mean, these entire textile, apparel, garment makers were in focus, and I think they're today as well. KPR is up 4%. Gokuldas Exports, which went up 12%, I think by close was up 12-14%. Gokuldas is above 1100 now. So from 900 to 1100, just like that, in 2 sessions. Of course, 900 plus something. But it's a big move in 2 days. Upwards of 15% at least. TV18 Broadcast is up 5.5%. That's the company which owns the channel that you're watching. Triveni Turbine is up about 3.5% as well. So this is, I mean, the picture as we sort of look at markets at this point in time. I mean, these shipping companies are, I mentioned Cochin, but it's not just Cochin. Garden Reach is also down 4%. So keep an eye out on these. And I think Surabhi and Nigel mentioned Gland, which is down about 8%. So that's the biggest volume-led loser here.